Hello everybody and welcome back to Lucius. Today we move on to Chapter 7. After Alistair became our last victim, we have now moved on to Javita, one of our housemates. She would make a good scapegoat. I know there's something going on between her and Uncle Tom. Ooh, racy. Alright, so we've been doing a good job so far. We've been offering up one person to Satan here, one person a month for the last couple months, and so we're doing pretty well, but because all the attention is on the manor and the detective is trying to get to the bottom of what it is that's going on, we need to start to make things a little bit interesting, and we need to take attention off of ourselves. So we're going to be doing a little bit of work with Javita. So I'm going to do a little bit of setup for this first of all. You can do this in any order, but I just find this to be the easiest. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go upstairs to the top floor, and I'm going to go into the area with the sitting room where my grandfather likes to hang out, this room here. And what you need in here is the camera.
Hello there, boy.
I want to take it off the shelf, but I have to make sure that he's not watching. So I'll wait for him to move, and then take this off the shelf. If it will let me. Come on, telekinesis, don't be like that. There we go. Hell of a time getting it off the shelf. So there we are. We need the camera, and there's also some photo paper that we need to grab as well, which I don't think we're able to actually grab until we take a look at this map, which I wasn't really planning on grabbing because it's a spoiler for a later chapter, but that's okay. We'll just have to keep that in our inventory and worry about it a little bit later. Now that we have the photo paper and the camera, we want to combine the two so that we're actually able to use the camera when the time is right. And now that we've done that, what I need to do is go downstairs. Back the way I came. And I need to go to the living quarters next. If you take a look at your map, it will lead you towards Javita, but at the time, we're not really focusing so much on her. We'll be obviously seeing her a little bit later because she is our latest victim, but this one requires a little bit of setup. And in our notes, Lucius had mentioned an affair between her and our Uncle Tom, so it's actually going to be our Uncle Tom that we're looking for at the moment. Which the game doesn't tell you, but we'll figure it out. Oh, and there's Javita here, actually. Maybe we should talk to her while she's there. I don't normally search around for her, but maybe she'll give us a bit of a clue here. Hello, Javita. Yeah, so she's looking for our Uncle Tom, but it still doesn't really tell you where he is. But if you come into the living quarters, you can see here there's a little bit of a trail of clothing. So that should be a clue, and there's also a closed door. So if you open up the door, we get our first bit of nudity in the game. So let's look at the tab here. I saw Uncle Tom with Susan. If I could just somehow show this to Javita, I think Grandfather might have a camera up in his study. So that will be your clue to get the camera, which we have already done. So let's go ahead and take this out, and let's take a photo which shows a little bit of proof of what they're doing. I mean, he's really going at it. Holy crap. I'm gonna close the door because I don't want to see that. That's disturbing. And now we need to go back and find Javita. And of course, now that I want to find her, she's not on my map, which is just great. So we might have to do a little bit of searching around for her, which is okay. She can't be terribly far. I mean, she was just here. You can also notice some of the comments that some of them are making. I don't know if you caught it a little bit earlier, but your teacher was talking with your mother about some of the drawings you've been making since Satan sort of took over. You know, people are kind of starting to notice that you're a little bit disturbed. Something might be a little bit wrong. You know, you don't talk much, you kind of keep to yourself, you know, those kinds of things. I mean, I can understand Lucius being a little bit unsettling. Kind of different from most 6-year-old boys, I imagine, but then again, he also had a very different upbringing as well, so... I don't remember if Jevita is in any sort of set location. I don't think so. I think she just walks around. So I am just gonna have to keep looking around for her. And if it takes forever, you know, I'll cut it out and... Oh, here she is. I was gonna say I'll cut it out, but I found her.
Hello,
Hey!
Lucius. Seen your uncle yet?
I have seen my uncle. Behold, madam. My uncle is
Hello, Lucius.
cheating on you.
Hello, Lucius.
Don't you want to look at my
Hello,
picture?
Lucius.
Yes, hello to you too.
Your Uncle Tom.
Lady, he doesn't want to talk to you. He's balls deep in someone else. Seriously.
Hello, Lucius.
I'm wondering if the picture isn't good enough. That might be the problem. Okay, well, I guess I should go spy on my uncle once again. That's so wrong and creepy. Ugh. I mean, can you imagine? I know he's a messed up kid, but imagine a non-messed up 6-year-old kid walking into something like that. It just shouldn't happen. I also think that MacGuffin had mentioned about your Uncle Tom before the chapter started. You know, he says, that Uncle Tom is a freak, you know, we found all sorts of stuff, and for God's sakes, there's a 6-year-old boy living there. So you do get a couple of little hints, but this one doesn't hold your hand as much as some of the earlier chapters did. This one you kind of have to do a little bit of investigative work on your own as well, so let's take our camera back out. And I guess I'll just get right on snapping some more photos. Oh. No. Nope. You heard nothing. You didn't hear anything. Nothing at all. Yeah. See? Tom knows what's up. Okay. Let's open the door real quick. Let's take a photo. Oh, damn it. Well, that didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. Ah. So if you do get caught, that's what happens. It'll be a game over. You start from the very beginning, and you'll have to do all of the chapter progress again. As you can see here, none of the notes we had earlier were put in the notebook. We also don't have any of the items in our inventory, so anyways, it's kind of a shame I got caught, but I guess in a way I also haven't had a chance to really show what happens when you get a game over yet, so for those of you who are curious, that is what happens. I guess what I'm going to do now is I'll probably go downstairs and, you know, gather up my stuff again and get to where I was, and then when I find a way to get Jevita to pay attention to the photo, I'll try and be a little bit more stealthy about it and take some better photos. That's when I'll meet you guys back here. I'll do all that stuff, and so you guys don't have to watch me do it all over again. And then I will come back and we will continue on from there. So thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.